What's going on YouTube today? We are watching WatchMojo, which I'm going to put the link in the description along with the original video, but the top 10 hardest old school video games to beat. Now with me being a gamer, I love to see stuff like this. I probably play some of this stuff, you probably play some of this stuff, so we're going to hop right into it and see what WatchMojo is talking about.
Man, we had it
Let's
rough in the
get it.
past. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 hardest classic video games to beat. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at those classic games that were challenging, frustrating, seemingly impossible, but still enjoyable enough to make you want to persist,
Fake
despite
Mario?
how much they made you want to throw your console against the wall.
I didn't throw the console through my controller, so all kind of broke controllers.
Number 10, The Adventures of Bayou Billy.
Bayou Billy? I never played this one. This looks
Character
terrible
raised
though.
by alligators has got to be tough as nails, right? Well, in Bayou Billy's case, no.
Yep.
Bayou Billy features multiple
They just
gameplay
punch in the air?
styles. It shifts
That's
from a beat 'em up
disrespectful.
to a rail shooter to a diving game, all of which are equally as hard.
Huh, you
Regular
get
enemies have
drive
as much
too?
health as the titular
Damn.
character. One of them can easily kill you, so when you have to face 3 at once, say your prayers.
It almost looks like the Streets of Rage type.
If you move into attack, you're almost guaranteed to get hit back, as enemies flinch for only a microsecond. You also have to
Microsecond.
face gunmen and other animals. Alligators,
What the
my
heck
old
is that?
friends. Oh, you're trying to kill me too, eh? Great.
Yeah, I never played this. I'm glad I didn't.
Number 9, Street Fighter 2010, The Final Fight.
Street Fighter. I played Street Fighter, but not this one.
Released 2 decades before the game's story is set, Street Fighter 2010 envisioned a future in which interplanetary travel was
2010
as
looked
easy
nothing
as
like
walking
this.
through a gate. This spin-off
my
to the
God.
legendary fighting franchise plays a bit like Mega Man, only its controls and
It
enemies
does
are
look like a Mega
mind-numbingly
Man. I
frustrating
like
to
this
get
stuff.
past. Most of the enemies fly around.
It's like a
making it
Mega
hard
Man
to
and
hit.
Metroid Prime type mix-up.
Almost everything static in the game can be climbed on, making it impossible to dodge basically anything, as the character just sticks to a ledge. For this game, learning enemy patterns is key, as there's only a finite amount of time to complete the levels.
Yep, is that fading? Time over.
Number
Nope.
8, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I think I did play this. I believe I played this.
A game marketed for kids should not be this difficult.
some of these games
Some
are
parts
for
are literally
kids,
impossible
like,
to get through unless you play as a
shouldn't do it.
specific turtle, and we all know it's Mikey all the way, bro. Hitboxes are all over the place, and when there's a platforming section, you just know you're gonna mess it up your first time.
Yep.
Pizza replenishes
I
your
hate that
health,
stuff.
as it does, of course, in the TMNT world. But they're placed almost sadistically in the hardest to reach areas, making it a death trap to even try to get your health back.
Okay, I played one of these games, but I don't think it was this one.
The thing is, you can't even memorize enemy types and attack patterns because they change regularly too.
Oh, they're
Hey,
random?
At least the gameplay
Oh.
never gets stale that way.
Right. I got the underwater.
Number 7, Contra Hardcore.
I played Contra. Contra's crazy. But I haven't played the hardcore.
The original Japanese version of this game was difficult enough, but the international versions just wanted us to suffer.
Yeah, Japanese
Reducing the
games are
amount of
hard,
continues
man.
you had to 5
But they can
from
whoop
the
us in
Japanese
any
amount
game.
of infinite, and getting rid of the health bar in favor of one-hit
What
kills.
is that?
Made for one frustrating experience, I can tell you that much. How are we supposed to dodge a dozen enemies all firing at us at the same time
Yeah,
without
that's
getting
too
hit?
much.
It's basically madness.
That's way too much.
Number 6, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link.
Zelda. I played a Zelda game, but it was a Game Boy.
Yes, as much as we'd like to forget, there was
Oh,
a
he got
2D
ambushed? Y'all see
side-scrolling
that?
Zelda game. It wasn't so much that it was bad, it was just different. And we can all
Was that
basically
Kirby?
agree that the series works much better in third person or a
That's like a,
top-down perspective.
generic
But anyway,
watered-down
the second
Kirby.
entry in the series not only changed perspective, but amped up the difficulty to
Ooh.
boot.
Oh. That'd mess somebody up.
The game is incredibly cryptic in where you have to go or how to get there.
Yo,
I
what
mean,
the heck?
we don't understand how
It took
anyone
one
could know
step
what
and
to
it
do
came
without
out
using
on
a
them.
walkthrough. There is also a huge difficulty spike very early in the game that forces you to grind for XP for hours just to get through it. Curse you, Death Mountain! Number 5, Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer. I heard about this one, never played it. This stuff is crazy.
There are
I heard this stuff
so
was
many
crazy.
ways you can die in this game, we don't know where to begin. Based off the comic book character, but with none of the strength and endurance.
Yeah.
Silver Surfer has a couple of different gameplay styles, and none
Yeah,
of them
forget
are
all
a walk
that.
in the park.
I didn't play
For
any of the
starters, you're
styles,
always
and I
moving,
won't.
and anything that touches you results in instant death. And we're not just talking about enemy projectiles here.
Ooh.
So, managing to avoid enemy fire and any obstacles,
you have to still fire back. Man.
Only your enemies have a lot more health than you do.
What's
Was that
going
even
on?
fair?
Oh, this dude's gonna kill him.
Challenge.
Okay, I never even heard of this one. That sounds like a Pokemon sounding
by your boss, yelled at by your wife, wandering around aimlessly trying to figure out what your purpose in life is.
Yeah, that's life.
Man, life is hard.
Yeah, it is.
Takeshi's challenge is hard. Yeah, that's what we meant. No, seriously, this game is really ridiculous. There are no checkpoints, and there's no direction.
Everybody
Plus,
needs to
things
start
you don't do or
something.
you do wrong will forbid you from beating the game, which won't become apparent to you until you've played for another hour.
My phone was dry this whole time. As soon as I start recording, boom. One song,
choices and only one right one. It's impossible to beat it unless you've played like 50 times. With mature themes, real consequences, and no shortage of absurdity, it really is just like real life. Totally unfair and will probably crush you by the end.
Yeah, most likely.
Number 3, Punch-Out, aka Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Punch-Out. Oh, he too big, man. He's too big. Come on.
In its defense, this game knows it's hard. That's why it has a code that takes you straight to the final fight against Iron Mike Tyson himself. Just looking at him walking up to you in the ring is terrifying.
Yeah,
He's 3
man.
times as big as you and capable of knocking you out with one punch. While it'll take a
One
lot
punch.
of punches from
man.
you to bring him down,
Okay.
there are virtually no prompts for when he's about to attack. So your only chance is to dodge randomly and hope you've timed it right. Even Mike Tyson himself can't even beat Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Look, see, he can't even beat
Mike Tyson! Number 2, Ghouls and Ghosts.
Okay, I heard of this one too. Never played it.
Not only facing hordes of horrific monsters, players have to fight their own inner fears,
Wait,
because this game was quite frightening for kids when it was released. Enemies are hard to kill, and one hit from them gets rid of all your armor, with the following hit
you got turned into the bones just like the background.
Weeks of practice
Real
just
quick.
To get through one level. Finally, you get to the end, and you realize it's
What
not
the
really the
heck is
real
this?
ending, and you have to do it all again and pick up a particular item to get the true ending. Talk about a cruel joke.
Yeah, forget that, man. Y'all know better than that. Got these kids playing that.
Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions, I never even... Shinobi. Then you got... Oh yeah, this game is crazy hard. I wonder if they're gonna have that Lion King. Cause like, that's old school. That one Lion King.
Number 1, Battletoads.
Battletoads, number 1. I like barely played any of these games that they're talking about, man. Is that Tasmania?
Difficult classics. Battletoads
I'm about to say it looks like Tasmanian Devil, man.
Ask yourself why you're even playing
it says
this
Toad.
Don't get us
He
wrong.
didn't look like a Toad in the
It's
other
a
one.
blast to play, but it's incredibly hard to beat on your own.
Dang,
Forcing you to play with a friend.
Oh my
I mean,
God,
after you realize you actually can play with a friend,
He was
as there's
killing
no
it.
mention or hint about it in the menus.
Yeah, you're probably going to have to play with a
The
friend.
game might even
to get
become
that.
harder if you do
Yeah.
play with a friend, as you can hit and kill each other by accident. Your health bars are
Friendly
separate,
fire.
but when one of you dies, it's game over, so good luck. Hey, at least that pause music is kind of catchy, right?
Yep. Go in and pause and dance right quick. Yep.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo.
As I said, WatchMojo top 10 hardest old school video games to beat. I probably only play like one on the list, honestly. And leave a like, share, subscribe, put in the comments if you played the game or something. I'm probably going to end up playing something right now. Really don't know what it is, but I'm going to think of something. So yeah, just go ahead and leave some love on the video, guys, and I will see you in the next one.